Okay, well, I was going to play the theme song, but screw that then. I guess StreamYards doesn't want me to.
Come on, when you're on the
Hello, hello.
come on,
I'm
theme
going to
song.
mute
It's file
briefly and
one.
let you guys talk because I have something sizzling next to me and it's probably distracting.
It better be bacon.
30 minutes.
It is not bacon. It's pancake.
Okay.
Basically, part of it has to do with my job. We just got a huge contract to do books at like every store imaginable in Southern California, uh, and including the Walmarts. And it has added about 40 to 50 hours a week to my schedule right now because it takes about 4 hours per store per week, and I have 12 stores.
Well, as a father, you can easily manipulate. Hire your kids, to
Well,
help
it's
out.
funny that because hopefully, as of this week, Caddy will be taking over one of my stores and working for the same company.
Oh, speaking of Caddy, she's in the chat. She's awake.
That-
Go figure.
So I trained her last week and the week before a little bit. She actually handled a little bit on her own, and that would drop me down to 11 stores as opposed to 12. Although this week I am training another new person who will be taking three of my stores, dropping me down to 8. But for instance, a couple of weeks ago, because of this new thing, I had 110 hours scheduled.
That's ridiculous.
Wow, how the
Did you get
hell?
paid a whole bunch more money because of this at least?
Checks right now, but it also means because the books have to be done by Tuesday every week, it means I've been forced to work Sundays to get stuff done.
That seems logical.
So that's
Unfortunate. Logical.
one of the reasons why there's been no CNA streams.
Gotcha.
And as an independent contractor, you don't qualify for holiday pay.
No, I get holiday pay, and I'm not an independent contractor. Only for SD Game Swap am I an independent contractor.
Oh, sorry.
So the other reason, which is a much more sad reason why I haven't been doing the CNA streams, my car got broken into, and I had a shit ton of stuff stolen from my van, including my new computer.
Not again. That sucks.
They actually stole my box of bandanas, a box of clothes, dirty clothes, mind you, all three of my laptops, a Game Boy with some games that was using or testing with, and a bunch of other stuff apparently from my car.
That's super
And
sucks.
I, filed a police report, and this is the information that I've accumulated after talking with the investigator or detective or whatever he is for the San Diego Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the two people that broke into my car because they broke into several cars at the same parking lot. And yes, this was a Walmart parking lot.
Mm.
It was a white guy and a black guy in a beat up Dodge pickup truck. They were literally just going to every car in a row and just stealing everything they could, throwing it into the back of the pickup before they left. And they have them on camera doing so.
Ugh.
But here's the thing. The plates on the car were from Georgia. So they didn't know, if the people even lived in California.
Right.
That shouldn't matter. It shouldn't fucking matter.
After I got back from Mexico last night, I had a voicemail with one of the guys at the San Diego Police Department asking me to call them back because they think they found my red laptop. Not my new laptop, but the one that I was using before I got the new laptop.
Yeah.
And asked me to
Any kind of
give
insurance?
marks on it or anything like that.
You're roboting, Mike.
Sorry?
You're roboting pretty bad.
Well, I'm using my phone. I got no choice.
No, we understand.
But apparently, I think that the red laptop was traded into a pawn shop in Texas.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
Individuals are from Georgia, and they decided to steal a bunch of stuff from California and pawn it as they traveled back.
Thank you, Prop 47.
So here are some of the fun facts that I've learned. If you steal more than $40,000 worth of stuff, it is considered a major crime. Because apparently everything that was reported stolen by these guys, it's now added up to over $40,000. 2, because they crossed lines while committing a major crime, the FBI is now getting involved.
These guys weren't very smart.
Well, I don't know if they were smart or not based on everything, but let's put it this way. They only caught them on camera breaking into 6 cars, not as many as apparently reported, because they are up to like 20 people who had their cars broken into at this point. And the worst part, if that is my laptop that they think was pawned in Texas, apparently I will not be getting it back for at least 3 years because the FBI is now involved, and it has to be used for evidence.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
Yay. Ugh.
And no, they have not yet found my new laptop.
Gee, imagine if you had crypto on your computer. Imagine how much investment you would have in 3 years.
Oh, well, this is what they did offer. Because of the type of, because it is a newer computer, has been made within the last 10 years, they said if there's anything that I desperately need off the hard drive, they will clone the hard drive as long as I supply them with one to do so.
Right.
But the only thing that's on there that I need has to do with a YouTube channel, eBay store, and, photographs of my kids. I can wait until I get that back.
Yeah.
What's really sucky.
Yeah, those are the 2 major reasons why I haven't been doing anything really on YouTube lately.
Seems legit.
Understandable.
And fortunately, I am making enough that I almost bought a new computer yesterday. That's how much money I'm making right now with the overtime.
Mixed blessings, then?
Yeah. I mean, with one of my paychecks, I paid off almost 5% of my van. Let's put it that way.
Oh, you are making some bank.
That's good. Yes, Pickles. He got his computer stolen again, but this was like a crime spree stolen, not just like forgotten in the back of a car stolen.
He got bipped.
And when I told a certain friend of mine that my laptop got stolen again, he goes, "Well, you just need to move out of California because that's California's got such high crime rate." And I was like, "Dude, from what I understand, it was people from Georgia who stole it, so they traveled to California to steal." So maybe California's crime wouldn't be so bad if we weren't importing criminals from other states.
Yeah.
Like I said, thank you, Prop 47. Fucking idiot. I try to warn people about it, but nope, they still want to vote for it.
I don't know what 47 is.
Basically, Prop 47, basically, you break into a car, it's no longer a felony, it's a cite and release or tickets. You shoplift from a Walgreens or CVS, it's no longer considered felony shoplifting. It's considered a misdemeanor for $500 or less. So you still $400 worth of makeup. It's a misdemeanor, cite and release.
What happens if they break into over almost or 24 cars at the same time?
Oh, that's still cite and release unless they can actually catch the guy with something major.
Apparently, the magic number is $40,000 for it now to be transferred to a major crime thing.
Oh my god!
So, I mean, I don't think they were taking stuff they knew was valuable, because one of the things they took was my box that I keep in the back of my car of my bandanas.
Sounds like they just grabbed everything and they didn't really like check what everything was.
And they didn't get to the front seat stuff because they didn't take my spare my rechargeable battery things, my USB batteries. They didn't take my jump cables, but they took a box of dirty clothes.
Of what?
Clothes.
Oh, okay, clothes.
Yeah. So, yeah, as I said, it's been fun hearing about, because every once in a while I get a call from the SDPD updating me because, as I said, it's a major crime now. I don't know the difference between a minor crime or a major crime, but apparently, from what he said, $40,000 is that limit.
Be $5,000.
Oh, and they asked me how much everything was for mine when I filed the police report. It was well over $2,000, just on the laptops alone.
I'm sorry, dude. But hey, think on the bright side. You got an increase in pay. You can get better cigars to smoke.
I got a question for you, Mike.
What?
Damn it, and I forgot what it was. I mean, do you have to keep these computers in your car? Could you possibly?
The reason I had all three of my laptops in the car at the time, including my old Windows 98 laptop, was while I was in Mexico at Mrs. Vile's place, I was trying to basically use all my laptops as extra screens for the new laptop.
Right.
So I happened to have all of them at the time because I was installing hardware so I could actually do it wirelessly.
Mm.
So I would be like each laptop into each other laptop in order to get things to work right.
Mm. And
that's why
maybe you need like a lockable like a section of your trunk or whatever. Is it a car or is it a van that you're driving? Van. Yeah, you need almost like a welded in lock box in there that's hard to break into so you can store, really valuable stuff.
Then they'll take the lock box.
No, that's what I said. You weld it to the van. Like, so it's fixed it to the van. Like you bolt it down or you weld it on or something like that. Then you've got like a secure, like safe in your car or your truck. Just because you're traveling and using it so often.
And what's even kind of funnier is that even to show further how they weren't, I don't think they were planning on taking, what they were taking.
Right.
Still have the charger for the new laptop.
Yeah.
Because they didn't bother grabbing that. So, yeah. Second time that I've bought a new laptop, as LDG's put it in the comments, that as soon as, within 2 months of me buying it, it gets stolen. And I can't highlight it for some reason. I don't know why. On some better news, Mrs. Vile and I went to go see the new Ghostbusters movie last night, and we actually liked it.
I liked it too. I thought it was fun. Like, yeah, it wasn't brilliant, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I realize it, and it tells. I told smiled right away when I
There was
thought,
this one scene I'm like, what the fuck? Did they just do that? Oh, you upset? What did she do? Oh my gosh, yeah. That's great.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, that was the only part of the movie I did not like. Everything else was good.
as soon as I end the stream, which I'm probably going to do in about 10 minutes, is because I have to go back to. Oh,
The new Godzilla is not really worth it. If you guys plan on seeing the new Godzilla, just watch the others. You'll see the same thing.
but I want to because I like Godzilla.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
I'm
it for
gonna go see
nostalgia.
Godzilla this week.
I saw it for nostalgia. I'm like, okay, I've seen this fight before. I've seen this scene before. Yeah, get over with it. Okay, there's a baby Kong. Yeah, there's the family. Yeah, okay, there's the wife. Okay, get over with it. Get over with it. Okay, credits. Good. Okay.
Was that Kong? You didn't like Kong, Eli?
I yeah, basically, I didn't like Kong in this version of the movie.
Well, that's too bad. I was going to go see that this week. I'd heard, mind you, I mean, I had heard that the new Ghostbusters wasn't very good, and I quite enjoyed it.
Oh, Kong has some kick-ass special effects, though. It's some great CGI fights.
Hmm.
But the
But
plot
my-
storyline is a little, eh.
I think the main issue with Ghostbusters is just because people are complaining about it being new. I mean, that's basically what every franchise is going through right now. All the new stuff sucks. All the old stuff was great. That's all I see.
Well, I liked it in large part because it was minimal Bill Murray time. I've never really cared for Bill Murray. I know he's like a good actor, and I loved Groundhog Day, but I've never been super fond of his character in the in Ghostbusters.
I was
There.
told he
There,
is
I've
hell
said
to
it.
work. I was told he is hell to work with.
I don't know. I just find he seems like an off-putting individual.
He's an odd Jeff Goldblum type of guy, but he's very impossible to work with.
Mm.
He's outgoing, like Jeff Goldblum's personality. He's like that, but if he's on set, oh shit.
I really like what they've done with Winston's character.
Yeah.
Basically,
I can't
made
believe
him-
he's 87. He's 87 years old, man. I saw a picture of him with like a t-shirt on. That dude is fucking stacked.
Yeah, he makes
Holy
Paul Rudd look
shit.
like a teenager. He makes Paul Rudd look like a teenager.
Yeah. But like, yeah, no, he's just totally jacked, man. You should Google him. And like, whew, damn. We should all look that good at 87.
I
Or
already
half that good at 87.
I don't look
good now. I'm sorry, did you ask a question?
I just said I don't look that good at 39.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't look that good at 52. Well, almost 53 now. Yeah.
Oh, as a reminder for all Americans, tomorrow morning, mass chocolate sales.
The what, sorry?
Chocolate
I don't
sales.
care.
Oh, chocolate sales. Excellent.
Yeah,
Maybe.
April 1st and February 15th are the International Discount Chocolate Sales Day in America.
I would recommend stocking up on chocolate and then rationing it because there's a huge blight in Africa, and chocolate is going to be at a premium for the next few years.
I saw that special on Franz van Gogh. I'm like, holy shit.
It already hit the vanilla crop. That's why vanilla has been so expensive lately.
Mm. It's probably a different blight. This is what happens when you have monocultures and everything's from cuttings, right? It's all basically all a whole crop of plants is really one plant.
Yeah.
There's not enough genetic diversity to fight off, diseases. So
It's like 180 countries, only 2 countries on the whole entire planet grow chocolate. Damn, I need to clean my screen. Trying to wake and bake, and I got a clogged screen. Damn it.
Anyway, I'm going to skedoodle because I'm going to eat. I don't really want to eat while I'm on your stream, but I will be listening in from the chat.
Not much else to update you guys on, but
Okay.
at least let it go for half an hour in case anyone wants to rewatch, even though there's not much being said.
Very good. All right. Well, have a good week. Don't work too hard. I understand
Yeah.
the work too hard because I've been working because we're stupid hours lately. So, all right. Take care, gents.
Later. And don't forget about the solar eclipse on the 8th.
I already forgot. Sorry.
Oh well. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see it. We're going to get like maybe 60, 70% of it. If those clouds.
Oh, light stuff.
Sorry, what?
Oh, StreamYards is now letting me highlight stuff. It wasn't letting me do And she's saying she won't be able to get a thing from Vancouver.
Yeah, I know. Oh, but for the first time, a couple of news channels, I think Fox and NBC is going to be streaming it live on over-the-air antenna TV, people who don't have internet access as well, in case anybody wants to know that.
You'll find this funny, Elihu.
Your reflection?
No, I was on TikTok, and somehow I got into conspiracy theory TikTok.
Oh my gosh! How?
And it was a guy. It was a flat earther responding to a normal person about how the globe model can predict things like the eclipse that's coming up, and flat earther was explaining how they predict the eclipse, even though the world is really flat. And it was because the sun and the moon are both controlled by NASA, so NASA can just put the moon in front of the sun whenever they want and call it a prediction.
NASA did not exist 100 years ago. How did they explain that?
They didn't. They just said that that's how it's that NASA somehow controls the sun, the motion of the sun and the moon.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you'd find that funny.
Yeah. You got to forward that to Creaky Blinder.
I subscribe to him, but I don't really have any interactions with him, so I have no way of actually getting him to do it.
Oh.
It just showed up on my feed. A lot of weird stuff shows up on your TikTok feeds.
Well, he's on quote unquote vacation for a week and a half, but still.
Hmm.
I think he just needs a break with his wife. I know, that's what I said. Like Alex years ago. Sorry.
Are you alive?
Barely.
But
fresh screen. Sorry. That was a nice little toke. I think I can breathe.
how is it that I don't cough like you do, and I'm still smoking a cigar?
I don't know. I got very strong weed this morning.
No, and because I got no alcohol in my coffee today. Although yesterday I did have some brandy in my coffee when I was at Mrs. Vile's house.
Okay, that's alcohol. Okay.
But that was yesterday, not today.
I have no alcohol in my house.
Yes, yes, Elaine.
Yeah, try telling a flat earther. You can actually travel a straight line from India to Alaska.
Well, of course they believe that.
No, they don't believe that. Flat earthers do not believe that. You can travel a straight line from India to Alaska. They do not believe that.
If you look at the projection map that they tend to use, it is possible. It's just a straight line.
Yeah, they got to go around Africa, around South America, up to Alaska. No, they just got to go straight to past Antarctica. Look at the globe.
I thought you said India to Alaska.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, all they'd have to do is go over the Arctic, not the Antarctic.
Antarctica. They travel south to go to Alaska.
Well, I will. I'll go ahead and because Dandelion's saying I'll no longer engage with people like that. With this new project, with the new books thing, I've had some interesting interactions with people. At one of my stores, a guy walked up to me, asked me if the store had a certain book because he saw me packing out, and it was literally the first day of me packing out the books, and I explained to him, sorry, it's I'm just now learning how to do this. I don't know how to look up books. They don't give us that ability, so I don't know if we have that book right now. And that he needs to ask an actual Walmart employee because they can look things up by their names. I can only look things up by their UPC code. At that point, he decided to call me the N-word and walked away.
Because they had no access to information. Okay.
And he was a white guy. I'm fairly white I'm a white guy if you just look at me, if you don't know my ancestry. And yet he still decided to call me the N-word. And of course, I'm just saying the N-word. It's not the actual word he used. He used the actual word. So that was fun.
Man, why does he have to call you naughty? Say that for the bedroom.
And then, oh yeah, Dandelion, I've wanted to buy a shirt that just says I don't work for Walmart and wear it, like have it on the back of my shirt. But apparently, Walmart won't let me wear that as a vendor.
Oh.
Because I made the joke to somebody that I wanted to wear a shirt like that. They're like, yeah, we can't really have you wear that because you're supposed to help customers if you can. And then on another day, apparently one of the things that they sell is manga. And manga might look like comic books, but it's not always for children. So I had one lady yell at me for letting her buy a book for her 4-year-old that had breasts and violence in it. And I'm like, ma'am, you bought this before my company got the contract. I didn't let you buy anything. But she was like, you should have explained to me that it had that. I'm like, ma'am, I didn't work for the company at that point. We weren't packing out books. There's nothing I could have done about it. But that was not a sufficient answer for her. So even though the book is literally marked on the front, 18 and up contains nudity and graphic violence. And yet she still bought her 4-year-old.
There was this new cartoon called The Ark. I thought it was like, hey, Saturday morning cartoon, no problem, right? Okay. First 5 minutes of it, I'm like, this is not for kids because there was a very gruesome arrow through the head, a lot of blood. I'm like, no, this is not a kid's show. What the fuck is this? This is pretty cool, but it's not a kid's show. Then they got nipples. I'm like, nope, this is not a kid's show.
Yeah.
I thought, because I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, this would be a fun little Saturday morning cartoon nostalgia thing, right? Little dinosaurs, yeah. No, it's not. The trailer deceived me. So if you have kids, do not let them watch The Ark.
Now that you say that, though, now I want to check it out.
Yeah, you want to check it out, Mike. Trust me, you will like the first 5 minutes of it. I'm like, oh yeah. But holy shit, that trailer deceived me. I'm like, okay, this is not for kids, but this is good.
But yeah, it's just people are dumb, and I don't understand it. I was telling one of the electronics reps that works for Walmart, because she was asking me why I was putting a lot of stuff in electronics, because Books is in charge of electronics at Walmart. I'm sorry, electronics is in charge of Books at Walmart. And I was telling her, this is all the go backs. This is all stuff that doesn't belong in the book section that I found in the book section, and that I was told by customer service not to bring it to them, to bring it to you guys first. And she's like, oh, well, that's just them being lazy and they're making us do the work. So go ahead and leave the stuff here. And she understood. But one of the things I left was someone had left a boba tea in the book section. They literally just put it on the shelf, covered the cup with books so people couldn't see it, and then walked away. And she's like, it's friggin' disgusting that people do that kind of stuff here. And I'm like, oh, that's not even the worst thing I've ever found. And she's like, oh, please don't say it. I'm like, yeah, when I was packing out magazines at a store in Yuma, I found a used condom. And she's like, I knew you were going to say that. I didn't want to hear it.
Oh, only at Wally World.
So, yeah. People at Walmart are the worst. And it's not just the customers sometimes. It's the some of the employees are also pretty bad.
I do not remember the last time I actually walked inside a Walmart. It's a 4-hour bus ride to the closest one.
Oh, it's funny you should say that, Dandelion. They closed 2 Walmarts here in San Diego recently. One of them was one of my stores. One of them is one of my former stores. And one of the reasons they closed that store in particular, the one that used to be mine, was basically because none of the security cameras worked. They at one point they had a water leak in the roof, and it shorted out about a fourth of all the security cameras, and they never bothered fixing it. So 1/4 of the cameras stopped working, and they were just like, we'll just have to deal with that side of the store not having any security camera footage. And then over the years, more and more of the cameras would break down, and Walmart never replaced them. So by the time the store closed, every single security camera on the inside of the store was no longer functioning. The only ones that worked were the outside cameras, because those were all weather.
Free shopping spree at Walmart.
Well, and the fact that they're trying to cut down on theft by closing some of the self-checkout things now, all it is doing is pissing people off, because now long lines are forming at the regular checkouts, and it's making things even harder for me to do my job, because when I got to do stuff at the registers, I got to work around hundreds of customers that are all complaining, telling me to you need to open a new register. Ma'am, I don't work for Walmart. I can't open a new register. Sorry.
The whole point of the express lanes and self-checkout lanes being close to the doors is customer convenience. Now they're being used for shoplifting. People not scanning shit, just walking straight out. Now they're closing down because people are upset about what's happening. Well, why don't you move the checkout lanes away from the fucking doors?
Well, it's not only that. People at one of my stores, someone was so upset that they were waiting in line for so long to get their checkout that they just said fuck it and they walked out with the shopping cart full of stuff. They didn't really even steal it. What they did is they just took all their stuff, walked it out of the front of the store, left it at the front of the store, and then left the store. So they didn't like steal everything, but because they exited the store with the cart just to prove a point, all that stuff now can't be sold because it's technically stolen, even though the people didn't really steal it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, fucking idiotic shrinkage rules.
Have I ever told you the story about when I actually caught 2 Walmart employees having sex in one of the stores?
Yeah.
Again, this happened in Arizona. This happened when I was covering Arizona. The store suffered a blackout, so they lost power. I got permission from the store to continue working while all the Walmart employees were, they were on the main sales floor trying to get customers out of the store and covering up the refrigerated sections to make sure they didn't lose too much cold so stuff wouldn't spoil. I go to the back room and I'm looking for a pallet of cereal because I was supposed to pack out that cereal. And I turn a corner and I see, a girl laying on the pallet I'm looking for, legs spread while another employee is drilling her. And I immediately just go, yep, not packing that out. And I go inform the manager about what I just saw. So, yeah. They ended up destroying the entire pallet of product. They just threw it in the trash.
Yeah, damn shrinkage rules.
Yeah.
It can only be expelled if it's damaged, not if it's like pushed out of shopping cart. Okay, that's stolen. No resale. Shrinkage. Well, put it back on the fucking shelf. Come on.
Cereal boxes don't necessarily have a lot of give to them when someone's laying on top of them, so a lot of them will be damaged.
Yeah, but the whole entire crate? Oh, pallet? No.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Dandelion. If I didn't have a choice in the matter, which I don't, I wouldn't be shopping at Walmart either. And the only reason I shop there is because I'm inside the store already and I'm just getting lunch or something.
I wish there was a Walmart close by. All I have is Target.
But I finished my cigar, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. Hopefully, I probably won't do another live stream next week, but as Saturday is now my only day off, I might start doing it on Saturday if I have time. So we'll see what happens next Saturday. Next Saturday. If I stream next Saturday, what time would you guys want to see it? Just wondering.
Same time. People used to 8 o'clock on Pacific time, so.
All right. No guarantees, but we'll see what happens. And maybe even by then I'll have a new computer. We'll see what happens with this week's paycheck. I've decided to pay off as much stuff as possible while I'm getting these high paychecks because of all the overtime. As I said, I paid off a good portion of my van. I mean, the fact that I was able to pay off 5% of an $8,000 loan with a single paycheck and still have money left over to take my kids out to $100 meal, essentially. Because I took Stephanie and her siblings to McDonald's where we spent $50. I went to one of their friends' games, and then afterwards I took them for sushi, which was another $50. So the fact that I was able to pay that and not have to bat an eye was actually kind of nice. But the fact that I had to work so damn much was still a pain in my ass.
$50 for sushi? Damn.
Well, we got 3 full rolls, and we got some fried calamari, which was actually kind of a funny story because my son was like, "Ew, I don't want sushi. Sushi's gross." And I thought he'll probably like fried calamari. So I told him it was fried wontons, and he loved it so much he kept asking for more.
Oh,
And me, Caddy, and Vile Style didn't tell him what it was.
next time, give him some Rocky Mountain oysters.
I don't know if anyone sells Rocky Mountain oysters here in San Diego.
I think the only way you can get them right now is buy them online.
Texas.
Yeah, you got to buy them online.
All right. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Maybe StreamYards will let me play one to go. I'll just play. Caddy gets a phaser.
Hey, your choice, dude.
I'm not going to play one of the other ones right now.
Why not? One of them's got a.
You're 19 years old now. I figure it's about time you got one after all your complaining.
Okay. Did you actually see that, Elihu? Elihu, are you there?
I'm muted. I am.
Did you?
I hear it in the background playing right now, and I saw it the first time.
Okay, because it said to me, browser cannot play video.
Yeah, I saw the
So I'm
first
like-
time. I saw the video the first time. Then you asked me if I can play it. I couldn't hit unmute, but I hear it in the background.
That's weird. I don't know what StreamYards is messed up. But all right, I'll catch you guys later.
Bye, weirdos.